Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. On this channel I talk about fragrance, skincare, fashion and the finer things in life, and today we are talking about Paco Rabanne Olympéa. I have the original Olympéa and three more flankers in front of me right now. So all in all, we are facing 4 fragrances today. So if you have any questions in your mind regarding Paco Rabanne's Olympéa, I think this video is for you. So what are you gonna do? Go grab a drink if you're feeling a little thirsty. Go grab a snack if you're feeling a little hungry. Come find me here. It's gonna be a short one. So let's start our conversation. Alright, so today we are talking about Paco Rabanne Olympéa. I was meaning to do Olympéa for so long, but I was waiting for my flanker of Blossom. So this came from Germany and it took some time, but finally it's here. I was able to test it on my skin. I tried it and I am ready to review it. So today, this is going to be the third fragrance in the line. We're going to be starting with the original Olympéa and Olympéa Intense. So I have Olympéa here and the bottle will be on your right at the bottom in the corner. And I also have the Olympéa Intense here. So let's start Olympéa Original and let's spray this here on top of my right hand. So I'm going to hold this in my right hand. And Olympéa Intense by Paco Rabanne here on my left hand. So I'm gonna set this on the table, and here now we are focusing on Olympéa Original by Paco Rabanne. What kind of fragrance is Olympéa? It's a vanilla fragrance. It's a vanilla fragrance with salt in it. So this is basically what my nose reads when I smell Olympéa Original. I am sure there are some white floral touches in Olympéa, but to my nose, right off the bat, this is vanilla and salt. Is Olympéa a little linear? Maybe. It doesn't have that roller coaster ride that some fragrances have. It's not like, a super radical evolution on your skin. It's rather linear. However, it is very pleasant. I like Olympéa. What is the performance on Olympéa? I'm gonna give 4 to 6 hours on my skin. Performance, longevity, sillage, or radiation are definitely not deal breakers. If you like Olympéa Original, I think performance in the bottle is quite sufficient. And as this Olympéa dries down, it becomes more sweeter, more approachable. That little sharpness that you get hit by Olympéa at the first dissipates and it becomes more pleasant. In my books, I think Olympéa can be worn 24/7, 365. However, in my opinion, Olympéa shines more beautifully when it's summer, when it's sunny outside, and when it's hot. So you have the sun, shining down on you, heating your skin up, and then you have your Olympéa's vanilla and salt, and the combination is more like a desert light. I like it. It becomes sexier, I think, when it's sunny outside. In that sense, maybe Olympéa Original is more geared toward daytime wear, but hey, if you want to wear Olympéa at night, why not? Be my guest. Absolutely you can. So, all in all, if you like the smell, and if you are okay with Paco Rabanne as a brand, I think Olympéa is a nice release. It's a nice designer fragrance which is unique, so why not? It's deserving our money. Do I have the full bottle? No. Will I ever have the full bottle? Questionable. But if someone gifts me this Olympéa, why not? I'll use it. I enjoy it. So, let's keep this in mind regarding Olympéa Original, and let's move on to Olympéa Intense by Paco Rabanne. So here on our left, on my left here, I have the Olympéa Intense. So if you have been watching my channel for some time, you know that whenever we are making things intense, noir, black, or whatever, night, what are we doing? We are making things warmer. Most of the time, more often than not, we are making things a little sweeter, kind of like warm and sweet with the addition of tonka, and we are making things more deeper, more like ambery. So keep that in mind, and I'm gonna get a sip and then I'm gonna tell you what they did in this Olympéa Intense by Paco Rabanne. So addition of tonka, forget about it. They did not do that. What they did is they amp up the amber. That amber accord that gives the deepness and then the deep warmth in the fragrance. They had this here, and they also nixed, I think, the floral balancing elements, or like, you know, that softening touches that we have in Olympéa Original. So what they basically did is vanilla, salt, and amber. In that sense, I think this is more masculine than Olympéa Original. So I'm gonna sit straight and then tell you that I prefer Olympéa Original over Olympéa Intense. So this is not my preferred in between two. However, but, wow, capital letters. This is, I think, very unisex. It reads very unisex on my skin. It's very androgynous, actually. You know what? Men out there watching my channel, I know, I guess maybe there are like, 3 or 5 men out there watching my English videos. You know what? Give Olympéa Intense a try on your skin. Don't listen to this being marketed toward women. I think this is a very unisex release, very unisex Intense flanker that shines beautifully on male skin. Just spray on your chest and cover it with your clothes, and then maybe behind your neck. I think you're gonna smell beautiful. You're gonna smell different than the herd, actually, and you're gonna smell sexy. That doesn't mean that women out there cannot use Olympéa. Absolutely not. But this is more like, geared toward nightwear, and then Olympéa is more like maybe daytime wear. But hey, why not? I think that's is totally up to you. Just my personal preference sends me over to Olympéa Original, but this is a very nice flanker as well for especially men out there. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to the third fragrance in the line, and I actually told you the name. This is the new flanker 2021, and it is called Blossom. Let's grab Blossom here, and then I'm just gonna spray Blossom here inside my wrist on my left arm. Alright, so is it floral? Yes. It is fresher than original Olympéa? Yes. It is more summery? Yes. Do I still smell the original vanilla salt DNA of Olympéa? Yes. And to be honest, in all of 3 flankers here today, I definitely smell original Olympéa's unique vanillic salty DNA, and I am getting this here as well. But here, what they did is, those like, floral patchouli designer vibes, in the Sephora, they added some of this in here actually. So we have the Olympéa DNA, but then we have like, a little fresh florals with some patchouli in it. It is very pleasant, but in a way it is more closer to mainstream designer world. This does not mean that we cannot spend money on this. This is very pleasing. It is dynamic. It is more feminine, in my opinion, than original Olympéa. It is very summery. There's also kind of like soapiness to this Blossom flanker as well, which I am enjoying. So what are you gonna do? So check this one out. It's not a bad flanker. So check this one out, and if you are an Olympéa, already existing Olympéa fan, and if you like this flanker, I think you can spend money on this. Performance is 4 to 6 hours. Again, not a deal breaker. And as this dries down, I'm getting a little nuances as well, which I appreciate. I think mainly due to the presence of patchouli maybe in the bottom. Not a bad flanker at all. I mean, it was worth the wait. I did want to try this. This is the newest one, Olympéa Blossom. this is time worthy, and if you like the smell, I think this is okay. We can spend money on this. It's just that I'm not gonna go with the full bottle because I'm gonna talk about another flanker that is really actually trying to convince me to go for a full bottle, and that is actually, some of you will guess, Olympéa Legend. Alright, so I have Olympéa Legend here, and the bottle is gonna be on your right, at the bottom in the corner. So let's start Olympéa. Let's start by spraying Olympéa Intense inside my wrist here on my right arm. And so let's go a little crazy here and let's make things fruity. Yes. So when it comes to Olympéa Legend, so we were with florals when it comes to blossom. Right now we are moving into fruity world. Oh my god, I like this a lot. There is a very juicy, sweet, fruity opening here, plums here. Some might find this opening a little vinegary, alcoholic, too sweet, a little kind of like too ripe, maybe. I like it actually. It is sweet. It's a little shocking, but it's so nice. And it's very commanding. I mean, the moment you spray this, it's everywhere. It just dissipates quickly. And then, there is nice sillage and radiation around you. And on top of Olympéa DNA, they added fruits. And what they also did, I actually feel like they amped up the sweetness in here. And in order to do that, I think they increased the vanillic touches with tonka here. I am getting more kind of like tonka-ish vibes in that Olympéa Legend here. In that sense, you know what? This is more complex than Olympéa and Olympéa Intense. To be honest, I think Olympéa Blossom and Olympéa Legend are more complex fragrances, more complex flankers than the original. I still get the original Olympéa DNA in both of them, but I think these are more multifaceted. If I, try to, it's more like, it's not that linear as Olympéa. It's more complicated. There are more to these two fragrances, and which I appreciate actually. Definitely fruity, sweet. It's unique as well. Olympéa was unique. It's just like, it's all like, round, Olympéa round. And I think in that round, I think Olympéa Legend is even more unique. Maybe this is more young, geared toward more like, young, dynamic population. But hey, between 0 and 100, anyone can wear anything. This is very feminine as well. It is sexy, it is sweet, and it just like, makes you wonder where this smell is coming from. It has that, vibe, like, invigorating vibe that I'm getting from this Olympéa Legend. And all in all, actually, this whole thing makes this Olympéa Legend flanker my favorite among the Olympias, and I actually might go for the full bottle when it comes to Olympéa Legend. It's so nice. Check this, please. So, if you like Paco Rabanne, if you are interested in Olympéa, and if you like the original, and if you want to branch out, I think Blossom and especially Olympéa Legend are the ones to look for. Alright, so before we wrap things up, let's talk about layering of these original and three flankers. So, when it comes to layering, I think you can layer Olympéa Intense. This is going to go first on your skin, and then you can top it off with original Olympéa. Moreover, you can also spray Olympéa Original in the moving parts of your body, and Olympéa Intense can stay closer to your body, where more like, around the neck here. So that is a nice combination. But I think Olympéa Legend and Olympéa Blossom are not really good with layering. Maybe if you want to be adventurous, Olympéa Intense still can be closer to your body, and in the moving parts of your body, you can just like, use a couple spritz of Olympéa Legend to see how you enjoy. But for good measure, Olympia Legend and Olympia Blossom are really nice, solid, independent flankers that can be used on their own. But if you want to layer these two, original and the ANTONS, and if you want to be more adventurous, maybe ANTONS and, Legend, why not? Give it a try. Alright, so I'm gonna grab a sip and then we're gonna wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Hey, this is the bilingual channel. Each and every video comes in 2 languages. One of them is in Turkish and the other one is in English. And guess what? You have just watched the English version. Thank you so much for doing that. I want to know what you think of Olympea and flankers and Paco Rabanne. Let's keep the discussion going down in the comment section. For now, take care everyone.